What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. It is episode number 32. The Tractor Boys rolling once again. Yeah, we stalled at Ellen Road, but a great winning run on the back of that loss against Leeds. As you can see right now, in the Premier League table, just outside the top four, still looking in, but only by a single point. And of course, Chelsea do have a game in hand as well today. More games in the league. The FA Cup last 16, furthest we've got in the save so far, welcoming Spurs to Portman Road, aiming to reach the 6th round for the first time ever. And of course, we're going to have both legs of the Champions League last 16. Took out Atletico Madrid in the playoffs, and now we take on Inter Milan. Excited to see what their kits are like as well, now they've lost their licensing. So there is, of course, loads to get through in the biggest episode of the save so far. I'm not going to say we're hunting a treble, because there's no chance to win the Champions League or the Premier League title itself, but we're definitely going for a top four and a further run in the Champions League as well, plus trying to go further in the FA Cup too. We'll start with this, Fulham at home, going for what would be our 6th win in a row in all competition. Let's go get it. Come on, Ipswich Town. Yeah, I'm feeling this, man. Late run for a top 4 place, why not? I mean, seriously, we've shown we can... Oh, what a chance. Look at the 2 blue shirts. Come with me. Oh, that's so well done from Adley, man. It's why we signed him, not just to score, but to create as well. There's 2 of our new signings in the summer combined for the opener as well. I mean, yeah, we showing could be at this level, man. We beat Atletico Madrid 3 straight times. We held Barcelona, we beat RB Leipzig. I mean, why can't we take out Inter Milan? And if that man is fit, who got the assist, I think we could take out anyone. Amin Adley this season has been sensational. You think about all the signings we've made in the save so far. I mean, obviously, don't get me wrong. The president, you can't forget about his impact to this team. There's still out bangs in the second. Christiansen, in my opinion, is the most underrated player in this side. Never puts a foot wrong when he's in the team as well. We've bolstered the back line with signings of O'Brien, Nana coming in for this season as well. But as good as the president has been, in just over half a year, I think Adley's impact has been even greater, especially in the big games as well. I mean, he is just, it's a great intelligent run there. And gets a deserved goal as well. Absolutely unstoppable on his day. And it's his night tonight. 29 in with 3-0 up. Oh no, it's going to be 3-1. It's going to be 3-1. Fulham getting the goal back right before the break. So frustrating, man. You can see in a game you've been in full control over. I know it doesn't really count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it's never nice to throw away a silly clean sheet like that. That's what the best teams don't do. They don't slip up. They don't lose their concentration. From first minute to last, they are on it, And, oh, great save, Bulka. I know Nana should win that aerial duel and does. They don't slip up. You saw in the last episode that silly own goal I conceded against Luton, which was funny, don't get me wrong, but it's still stupid. And in that moment there, right before the break, half's over. We're going into half-time, 3-0 up. Oops, just break my concentration, and now I've lost a clean sheet. It's like, I've tried to work on that, but that's a mental thing. That's not technical, that's mental. Gives White, hurdles a challenge. And can't get around the other one, and that's a worry. As Delap is struggling with the ball, that's a big worry. We were talking about signings so far in this side that have been brilliant. You can't forget about the original club record transfer we paid at the start of season 2. Morgan Gibbs White, he started this. He kind of started this really, and that might be a season ender. I mean, Gibbs White is the man who brought into the long-term vision before anyone else did. I sold him the plan. He said, I'm on board, Doxy boy. And after he came, the rest followed. And what is following on from that big win against Newcastle is a big win at home to Fulham, 3-1. But again, the question is, how bad was that injury for Morgan? Because if he's done for the season, that's it. We are in a heap of trouble. All right, let's have a look. Here we go. Fingers are crossed. Fingers are crossed. Hopefully just a bruise, but I don't think we'll get that twice in a row. First Hassan getting a knock, but I think that's probably going to be 2 players injured. Who else went down? I didn't see someone else go down. New message from senior physiotherapist. Okay, it's a 4-week one. It's not a season. Who was the other one? No one. What? Why didn't it say 2 players then? But 4 weeks, okay, it's not too bad. He'll miss the Champions League last 16, he'll miss the FA Cup last 16, and big league games as well, but it's not a season ender. He'll be back in late March. Oh, I think it'll just be Hassan, won't it? Because, yeah, because obviously Hassan got the knock in the last game. but he should be back for our following game and our next one, heading into this one. Furthest we've gone in the save so far, last 16 of the FA Cup, which is where the board have asked us to reach every season to save. Finally, 4th time's the charm, we've got there, but I want to keep going. I genuinely believe we've got a chance of possibly going all the way to Wembley and a final 4 place as well. If we're going to do that, got 2 rounds to get through, starting with this one. Postecoglou side in the last 16 as we try and keep our hopes of Champions League quarter-final place like the board asked for, top 4 place, and also FA Cup semi-finals too. Spurs in the last 16 though, coming to Ipswich Town. So I often talk about how there's a part in an RTG where the game becomes really heavily populated with youth players and you start seeing them on a regular basis. And is that really a foul? Come on, ref, that's soft. I feel like, to me, there's always like there's like a sweet spot, and when you reach it, it's fantastic. You'll see like star teams have like 1 or 2 youth players as Balkan makes a save and the rebound is turned in by Coleman, but flags up for offside. It's not going to count. At the moment, I think we're at that stage now. You know, we've got a player up top there for Spurs, Ulysses Lambert, I think it is, spearheading. That's a new gen. And this is fine, this is more than fine, but there will come a point where there's like just too many, do you know what I mean? And that to me is when it becomes so hard to keep track of who's who, what regions are what regions, who plays for who, where they've been, who they are, so on and so forth. And I'd say we're about 2 or 3 seasons away from getting to that point. It is the pre-gen, regen with the goal, Spurs in from. I think the reason why that is the case as well is because you can't track stats throughout a career. You know, if I could find out, you know, more details on this guy. Oh, what an unlucky goal that is, man. Seriously. It will be easy to track the career, find out where they've been, whose academy they came through, so on and so forth, what kind of impact they've had on the save. But when it's just like one regen or new gen, it's so hard to keep track of them as well, remember who's who. But, yeah, like I said, at the moment, we're building up to that sweet spot. So we'll probably be there in about a year or 2. And then after that, it becomes very tricky to keep tabs on the players. Anyway, it is 2. And Spurs have turned up here and said, semi-finals, Doxy boy. We're not even going to let you get to the quarters, son. Getting absolutely torn apart, man. 3-0 down at 25 minutes in. And our dreams of Wembley are fading very, very quickly. Alright, let's tighten up, shall we? Because this is going to get a bit embarrassing here. Don't get me wrong, we're probably going out now. That's okay. But let's not let them be humiliated with Inter Milan in a week. Because they'll be watching this thinking, how on earth do these lot even belong in the Champions League? As Hassan tries to get away. Christian, keep going. I'm going to dink it to you. Oh, it's okay. Onana. Yeah, oh no, just wide. Well, second half underway. I've taken the captain off, so I'll need him fit for that Inter Milan first leg. But my goodness, not emptying the bench yet. I mean, bigger comebacks have been made up in short spaces of time. But if we are going to do that... Oh, Washington, great dribbling. We need stuff like that to happen. Wonderful goal by the president right from kickoff. Smacking it into the back of the net out of anger. But it's 3-1. Can I pick the ball up? I can't, but it is 3-1. And we are back in this. Let's go. Come on, Humphreys to Onana. I've got a man out wide in Koleosho. Quick ball inside. Keep going. There we go. Great give and go. Mika Marmol to beat. Koleosho. James shoots first time. Just wide. You simply cannot put yourself in a hole against the big teams because they will not let you climb out. They're too good to let those sort of leads slip, man. 3-0. Hey, listen. Maybe 1-0. Maybe 2-0 if you're lucky. But 3? Come on now. 7 to play, but even if you were to hypothetically get a goal, wouldn't be enough time. As Clark does get away, to be fair, and bends one in. It is 3-2. There's 4 to play, but I don't think it's going to be enough time. Yeah, that's going to do it. Alright, Nuri through the gap. Lambert into the middle, and need the ball forward. Let's go. Oh, come on, ref! Well within his rights to blow. We'd had the 2 minutes. Battled back to make the scoreline respectable, but couldn't find that last chance. But it just goes to show you, man, you cannot put yourself in a deep hole like that against the very best. We did well to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but we couldn't get out of it. Spurs into the corners. Our cup progress ends in the last 16. There he is. Ulisse Lambert. Don't have a full scout report on the guy, but because it says he only joined the club at the start of this season, I'm going to assume that it's probably a regen of someone like Benzema or maybe Giroud, maybe Lacazette. I'm not too sure, but that's what I'd assume it would be. But even so, he was just unreal in that game. I'm noticing this year that, you know, pre-gens in particular grow ridiculously quickly, like right from the get-go. And that is something to definitely watch out for, no doubt about that. Right, here we go then. On the back of that loss, how do you pick yourselves up? Well, we got no choice but to, because heading into this one at Portman Road, it is possibly one of the biggest games in club history. I mean, it's got to be up there, right? Inter Milan in the first leg of the Champions League last 16. Of course, lost their licensing for this year. So annoying. Now known as Lombardia FC, of course. But of course, we know them as the great Inter. Heading into this game, they've got history in this competition. We've not got a lot of it. This is the furthest Ipswich have gone in club history. Last 16 in the Champions League. And now aiming to overcome Inter like we overcame Atletico and reach the quarterfinals. We're going to do that. We need a strong first leg result in East Anglia. Following game, Inter at home. Go on, Ipswich Town. I'll be honest, the kits are awful. And the badge is even worse. Oh dear. I've never understood with EA why, like, you know, it's a shame that the licensing is gone, but why are they so bad at making generic badges and kits for real teams? I can't understand it, because if you weren't to know much about football or Italian football, like, you wouldn't even know what team this is based on the kits and the badge. It's like, there's no similarity at all. Oh, what a ball! Maybe that's the thing. Like, maybe it's got to be so far-fetched and completely different that there's no chance of EA getting done by the licensing, but, like, if that's the case, I would literally rather them just, like, put a circle for the badge, have it blue, and then just put like a white, you know, letter I in the middle, as opposed to what this is, which is just weird. Christensen, go on, mate. Well in. Keep going. So we've got a 2-on-1 here. Brilliantly timed. Yes, come on! Victor Christiansen with great play down the right, defensively, dribbling, and the ball worked into the middle as Delap gives us the opener. Fantastic breakaway from the flank and a simple finish for Liam. That's all Victor Christiansen. And like I said earlier, we were talking about signings of the save, who's been the best. You could throw a case for Amin, you could throw a case for Morgan, you could throw a case for the president, but I think you've also got to give Victor his due as well. He's been phenomenal. I think he's my second favourite Dane after Peter Schmeichel. Honestly, absolutely love him, mate. Brilliant stuff as he can't block that pass coming through, but Bulka makes the save and turns it behind for a corner. Peter Schmeichel, for those curious, was like my childhood idol. Well, I had a few, but Schmeichel and Seaman. Oh, Bulka once again were probably my my main two childhood heroes in football. A great day, and always wanted to be like him, man. Seriously, I remember watching like that's a free kick for us, handball. I remember watching like a couple of VHSs that my dad had got of like old highlights where he scored a couple of goals as well. I never forget the Champions League final when he came up for the corner when Sheringham put the first one in. Yeah, just the idea of impacting the game from like a last minute corner. I always wanted to do that, never got the chance to, really. Yeah, he scored a volley against someone, Peter Schmeichel. I can't remember who it was against, but he came up for a corner and scored a volley. How about that? The great Peter Schmeichel, what a legend. Son's not bad either, as Inter growing in confidence, and Bulka once again makes a save, and Marcin trying to make a claim for himself being as good as the great Peter Schmeichel. Long way to go, of course, but a couple of good saves in this second half, and another one there as well, and pounce on the rebound. He's had a great second half. He's had a mixed season for us, Marcin Bulka. Very mixed. A couple of clangers, but a couple of great displays as well. With 14 to go, it's his saves that are keeping us still leading by 1 after the lapse opener. Speaking of, Liam denied as we still lead by 1, 10 to go. Can we hang on to the first leg victory to take back to the San Siro? What a result it would be if we can close this out. Final chance for Inter, got to get it forward. Just got to defend this, Benjamin Sesko. To Mikel Merino through the gap. Federico Di Marco. On the turn. It's Merino. It's blocked. And that is going to do it. And Ipswich will hold on to the first leg win. And when you talk about a response and picking yourself back up from a setback, a 3-2 loss to Spurs in the Cup, our progress ended, and then we come back home, or stay home I should say, but go into the Champions League and hold into scoreless in the first leg. Clean sheet in the second at the San Siro. Ipswich are making the quarters. I mean, we've risen so brilliantly since this series began in terms of ability, but now we're starting to gain reputation as well. That's the thing. It's not just the fact we're growing as a team, but we're getting better in terms of our club stature and standing as well. Anyway, more scouting updates here from England, where Hugh Jenkins looks fantastic. Definitely getting a scholarship. I'm mindful of the fact that I'm very close to capacity though with my academies. I think from now I'm gonna have to be very, very selective with what players make the youth squad. From England, just the one from this month scouting. From the Philippines, we'll keep scouting these two players for now, but I'm not sure either's going to make it. And as for Gabon, we've got Pape Fofana, who's just made the academy. And I don't know if we'll be finding anyone else from Gabon. We'll continue scouting, we'll continue hoping, but I must say it's been a tough nation to scout, as we've only really found one player that stood out. Having said that, what a player to find, because I'll quickly show the academy before the following game. Why can't I get to the... No, there we are, academy. Wait, what? It's fine, just had to quit the game and go back in. But you look at the academy right now, Riley Stokes, still probably the best, alongside who, in my opinion, is the best, Malcolm Allen. I'm really excited for him, genuinely. But the striker we found for Fofana, obviously his overall is shocking, but the potential, really, really solid. And don't forget, only 14 as well. So in a couple of years, yeah, he could be possibly the next big thing. Unfortunately, that heading though is just... I've seen recently people have said they've fixed now the goalkeeping diving on new saves, but apparently haven't fixed the outfield players' problem with the heading. So it's like, well, so clearly they know about the bug, but they've just chose to fix one and not the other. That is classic EA, man. Like, seriously. Right, let's jump into the following game anyway. Heading is just one Wolves away at Molineux. What a tough game against Gary O'Neill's side. We've battled back from a catastrophic start to make the top four. Out of 11 games to go, destiny is in our own hands. And like I said before, I prefer these moments. I'd rather be setting the pace than doing the chase. We're where we want to be. Top four right now, win our remaining 11, qualify for the Champions League. Easier said than done, of course, but get a win here and we're guaranteed to still be in the top four with 10 to play. Let's get a big 3 points here and back-to-back wins. Come on, Ipswich Town. Washington to Hassan. Now Decore to Flynn, getting extended minutes now with the Gibbs wide injury. Not quite as creative as Morgan. He's all cross-fielded out wide to Christiansen, and we're still tied at 0-0. Looking for that opening early here. That's a great dribbling by Washington as well. Now Downs finds Koleosho. And Onana. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. I was just going to say, you've got to be patient to look for an opening now in FC. And sometimes if you can't find one, just absolutely belt it and hope for the best. That's what Amadou Onana's done. And it's his first in Ipswich Town colours. How often do we say it, man? If you're going to score your first goal for your new club, make it a memorable one. Washington with the offload. Onana finds a little bit of room. And from 20 yards, just on the edge, belts it in, top corner. Ipswich in front. I got him starting at CM in this game as well. And you might be thinking, about time, Doxy boy. I mean, I know you love to convert players to ball-playing defender, but... Onana, oh, great save, Sam Johnson. Onana needs to be further forward to have more of an impact, and just showing you there what he can do when he's given him a bit more of a free reign to free roam. 1-0, Ipswich in front, and man, I love the guy, seriously. I know I said it when I signed him, but genuinely, since he came to the Premier League a couple of years ago, he's been one of my favourite players to watch. I just love his game, I love his build. I love his technical ability, coupled with the physicality as well, as he almost got an assist there. A couple of good saves by Johnston, still 1-0 for now. Forgive me for saying this, Arsenal fans, because maybe the comparison isn't justified just yet. He's got a long way to go in his career, I'm sure, but he reminds me a bit of Patrick Vieira. You know, he reminds me a little bit of Vieira. Classic Highbury Vieira, you know. Excellent, excellent tackler. great passer, tremendous energy, great long strides on him. But also as well, for such a young man, you've got to remember, he's early 20s. He's still just a kid, really. He's early 20s. He's got good intelligence as well, and he's only going to get better and develop more under Unai Emery as well. He's a heck of a player. Heck of a player, and yeah, love watching him play. As Washington almost got the second, Johnston with the save, and still we hold on to a 1-goal lead. Looking for a cushion. 17 to go, almost there. Yep, it is going to be a big win for Ipswich Town. As Davis has just pulled up there. Davis has just pulled up, and that is a worry because, oh man, the captain has been sensational once again this season. But that is a worry, man. Players starting to drop like flies. Gives Whites down, and that might be Davis done for a few weeks too. Man, please tell me that's one of those injuries that doesn't last longer than the actual game. He seems fine on the walk-off, but as we know, players can sometimes do their ACL and they're still walking off with no problems at all. Fingers crossed. Well, I haven't got it in the task list, so no, I think that probably was just an in-game injury, and he'll be fine. Yep, Davis is going to be okay. Oh, he was just trying to time waste. It was a bit of cramp. Is all it was. Leaf is fine. Right, let's go 2 more games today, starting with this one, the second leg of the Champions League last 16, Inter away at the San Siro. We held a lead going to the Metropolitano. That was a 2-0 scoreline. We kept a clean sheet in Spain to make it through. If we do the same tonight, we will once again advance in the Champions League to the quarter-final stages in our debut year in the save. That's the target the board had. I just wanted the last 16, which is where we are right now, but to keep them happy, let's try and get to that round and make the last 8. Following contest, our penultimate game today, Inter away at San Siro, and honestly, I feel confident defending this 1-goal lead. Let's make it through tonight. Come on, Ipswich Town. Obviously, the San Siro no longer in the game, which absolutely sucks so much because it's like one of the most iconic grounds in not just Italian football or European football, but in world football. I mean, over the years, there's been a lot of talk about the future of the San Siro, and obviously Inter and AC ground share. Oh, what a start! And what will happen as the years go on? You know, will the teams look to build a new stadium? There'll be a lot of talk about that as they were struggling to modernise the iconic old ground. But I read up that the Italian government, or whoever it was, or maybe the Milan council, refused to knock down the San Siro and build a new stadium on top of it because it's just got so much culture, historic culture to it. Obviously, oh, that's just shocking defending, Doxy. You know, but it's such an iconic ground, and you know, to me, I wouldn't mind if one of AC or Inter moved to a new stadium, built a new stadium. So I'm not a big fan of ground sharing between rivals anyway. But for this one, I don't mind too much. But still, what a frenetic start here as well. And it should have been 2-1. But I hope one of Inter or AC continue to play at the San Siro, because what a ground. One day I've got to visit it, man. I dream of visiting it one day. It's just so iconic. And tonight, whilst we're not technically playing there in the game, we are in our imagination. It's 1-1 in a thrilling start with Christiansen having his shot saved. Careful. Come on. Don't throw. Oh, but what a save! And Greaves just about hooks it away with that big, long left leg of his. And that's going to be yours, mate, all day, Victor. This tie far from over. Even after that 2-0 lead, you know the saying, 2-0 the most dangerous lead. Inter knowing they're not done. Certainly not here. As we still hold on to the 1-goal advantage. So it's half an hour to play, and we still find ourselves tied at 1-1. The big question is stick or twist, you know. Do we... No, Benjamin. Do we go for the dagger? You know, the winner on the night and a 2-goal cushion on aggregate? Or do we just try and see out, this scoreline, hold on to it, knowing that we'll be going through by a goal? Big decision. Don't really know what to do, to be honest, but thankfully, time is slowly but surely running out. Stay disciplined defensively. Whether you go for a goal or not, just stay disciplined defensively. Oh, no. What did I just say, honestly? From a goal up to a goal down and a 2-goal lead on aggregate gone. I mean, this is the great Inter Milan, but come on. Oh, that is going to do it, and Ipswich Town have absolutely bottled it. From a 2-goal lead on aggregate to throwing it away and drawing 2-2. It's been a thrilling tie, heck of a second leg and a first leg, but 30 more to play, and with our energy levels depleting, Onana's got to come off. I gotta say, I'd back into right now. We need something special in extra time. Momentum in this tie has just completely changed. I mean, we took that early lead, and had we held on to that for just a little bit longer, maybe not for the entire game, just for a little bit longer, I think it would have been different, but it's fine. You don't want to mistime a tackle at that point. It's just all Inter. I mean, I'm absolutely penned right now, and the best we can hope for, I genuinely believe, is penalties. And I'm that bad at penalties, and yet I really believe the best we can hope for is a shootout right now. When you consider our start to the league phase, 3 defeats and a draw in our first 4 games. Even being in this position as Bulka makes a good save there through the crowd of bodies was, let's just say, unlikely. So to have pulled out qualification, albeit via the playoffs, and then to get through the playoffs, I mean, you've got to give us some credit for our debut year. Heck of a comeback. But unfortunately, in this game, the shoes be on the other foot for comebacks, because Inter from 2-0 down have cancelled that lead out and forced a shootout. Penalties to see who makes the quarterfinals, and with my record on spot kicks being so abysmal, winning about 1 in every 5 or 6, I'm not feeling confident. Is our debut year ending here, or will the Cinderella story continue? I actually like the takers we've got. I really do. I think there's a good list there. There's a good list. But the question is, I don't worry about scoring. I worry about saving. Bulka. Oh, he missed it. Hit the post. It came straight out. The animation stopped it. Hang on, wait, let me calm down. I don't worry about scoring. Oh no, I'm gonna score. It's can I save them? Shot hit the post. Closet. I can go the same corner. Oh, Bulka. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. James, please, because a 2-0 lead will give us a real bit of confidence. Right, okay. The penalty hit the post. It came out so quickly. Mikel Merino going different corner. No, same side. 2-1. Inter finally on the board. They needed that. Liam Delap. I'm going to go to the same corner. Mr. Delap. Scored in normal time. It's Liam. It's 3-1. And Ipswich Town are on the brink here. David Fratesi must score. They've missed 2 of 3. If Fratesi misses this, Ipswich Town are through to the quarterfinals. Can you believe it? Marcin Bulka's finest hour. 2 saves and 1 in the woodwork. And one of the rarest sights you'll ever see. Doxy Boy has won a penalty shootout. Incredible. Amazing. Tractor Boys. Blushes, spared. We're going to the quarterfinals. Come on. You know what? I might actually just end it there today. I might just end it there. I was planning to play the Manchester United game on the back of that. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, I never win penalty shootouts. I win like 1 in 5 or 6, but what did I say, man? I had no doubt. Oh yeah, top right, intuition and execution. I don't know what that means, but I had no doubt I was gonna score. I never worry about not scoring pens. Okay, I might miss once or possibly sometimes twice, but I had no doubt. I had no doubt I would score. It's just saving I find them so hard. Oh. Last day, here we come, get in! And if we do 1 advance, will that be the whole of the last 16 played? I think it's actually like they have the other time. Oh no, it is done. It is done. It's annoying that you can't get the draw anymore. We know who it is, but you can't do the draw on that right hand side where you used to be able to get like a graphic and you'd have, oh, I love that, man. How do you feel, mate? Seriously, you get the graphic and the men in the suits they'd pull the names out of the hat. Or I suppose the bowl it is nowadays, but you don't get it anymore. But there it is. It is going to be Bayer Leverkusen, the holders in the quarterfinals, and a heck of a tough task there against Xabi Alonso's side. It's not been drawn here, but we see who it is. Bayer Leverkusen in the quarter, and I think we're going to leave it there as well, guys, because that is a chaotic ending. But thank you for watching. Much love to you all, and we'll see you for next very soon. We'll have both legs of that Champions League quarter-final against the holders Leverkusen, and more games in the Premier League. There's 10 to go, and destiny is in our own hands, with 2 clear of Liverpool in 5th, as we're setting the pace and not doing the chase. Oh, mate, have a fantastic day. Much love to you all. What an episode. And I'll see you for the next episode. More games in the league and the quarterfinals to CL very soon. The Cinderella story continues, man. Buzzing.